According to Noel Gallagher, these are the 5 worst bands in music history. Noel Gallagher is one of the most opinionated musicians on the planet, and he is constantly making headlines for what he has to say about other artists. Is it a PR stunt? Is it unwavering honesty? Or is it just bitterness? No one seems to actually know, but fans love it, and it makes a great reading. Some of those critiques are personal, and some of those critiques are about the music, but all of them make for an absolutely great read. And of all the bands he's given a scathing review to over the years, these are the top 5 that he seems to hate the absolute most. At number 5 is Maroon 5. Maroon 5 might not be the coolest band on the planet, but it's tough to say that you out and out don't like them. In many ways, they're just unremarkable. But the band have actually previously claimed that they are fans of Oasis, and also said that Noel Gallagher influenced their writing style, which was a claim that didn't rub him up too well. Apparently not even willing to file the band in the guilty pleasure category, Gallagher had some choice words for them when they said that Oasis were an influence. He said, "I'm the bass player in Maroon 5, said Noel, recounting the time that he met some of the band at a party. He continued, "I went fucking shit. How the fuck have you got a Maroon 5 from what I'm doing? Get the hell out of my sight." And at number 4 is fellow 90s band Radiohead. When you start to explore the full discography of Radiohead, you realise how varied and versatile their music style actually was. But no matter how much the Oxford band could fluctuate styles between albums and explore different sounds, Noel Gallagher wasn't impressed at all. And it wasn't just the music, it was their general attitude towards the rock and roll lifestyle that he took exception to. "They're stuck in the back of limousines telling you how bored they are being in a group," said Gallagher when discussing the documentary Meeting People is Easy. He continued, "If you don't enjoy it, retire. Do us all a favour, or move to a mansion in Oxford so we don't have to listen to you bleeding on about how shit your life is." And number 3 is Kaiser Chiefs. Whether you like Oasis or not, you have to admit that what they did in the 1990s was somewhat unique and innovative. There was nothing like them before, and in turn, they inspired a generation of new bands after them. While in the early 2000s, Noel Gallagher admitted a love for some of the bands who were inspired by Oasis, like Kasabian and Arctic Monkeys, he believed that the Kaiser Chiefs were just chasing a trend as opposed to moving anything forward. The worst thing about them is they're not very good. They play dress up and sit at the top of an apex of meaninglessness, said Gallagher. They don't mean anything to anybody apart from their fucking ugly girlfriends. And number 2 is of course Blur. The two bands were embroiled in a bitter rivalry and went head to head in the charts as Britpop reigned supreme, and the whole country were debating which of the two were actually best. There were constant jabs between the pair during interviews and award ceremonies, and the beef between the two bands is some of the most well documented in all of rock. There are many great examples of Oasis criticising Blur, but here's a quote that epitomises the venom and humour that existed between the two bands. "Damon Albarn is a fucking knobber," said Gallagher, "and his guitarist, who I thought was alright, seems to think he's some intelligent superhuman being, the fucking idiot. I never met the drummer and the bassist, who I first didn't like and thought he was a cunt. Turned out to be quite alright." And at number 1 is the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys are probably the most surprising name on this list. Firstly, because they're undeniably a great band. But secondly, because Noel Gallagher was a self-confessed Beatles obsessive, and any Beatles fan knows that they were hugely inspired by the Beach Boys. But nevertheless, despite the fact that the Beach Boys inspired the Beatles, Gallagher didn't seem to get it himself. "I think they're the most overrated group of all time," he said. "The only reason they're in any way successful is because they're next to the Beatles in alphabetical order and Paul McCartney likes them. That's it, just barbershop quartet music." If you want more of the best stories from the world of pop culture, don't forget to like and subscribe to Far Out magazine.